Hello everyone, my name is Ashish Avasthi and I'm a research scholar in the area of marketing at BIMTech, Greater Noida. We are sitting here on the occasion of the International Conference on Data Envelopment Analysis, and I'm joined by Professor Ali Emrouznejad, Professor and Chair of Business Analytics at University of Surrey, UK. Welcome, sir, to this interaction. I have a few questions for you, and I would like our audience to know your views on those questions, those aspects. I would like to ask from you, after such a vast experience in teaching and research, what still motivates you to reach out to young faculty and scholars and guide them and tell them about the new things happening?
Okay, thank you very much. First, I would like to say thank you very much for inviting me to the BIMTech, and I'm very delighted to co-organize this International Conference of Data Environment Analysis. I should say I'm very thanks to the local organizing committee. Today, conference started. In the opening session, I noted that there are many younger researchers, as you mentioned. That reminds me actually, about 30 years ago, when I started my PhD student as a younger researcher, I always was looking to learn more and to gain knowledge. Fortunately, I had a good supervisor, I had a very supportive supervisor, and now to get to this stage. But when I see a new, younger researcher, I feel that I'm obligated to help them. I feel that I'm obligated to transfer knowledge, and I would like to see this younger researcher one day to be a professor, to be chairing governmental bodies or international bodies or institutions. I think this is something that I would be happy to see.
That's a great vision. Professor, another thing that I want to know from you is still many scholars as well as faculties are not very clear with data envelopment analysis. So briefly and in a lucid way, can you just encapsulate the meaning of this research method and what are the questions that it can help answer?
I think that's quite understandable. DEA, which stands for Data Envelopment Analysis, is a mathematical modeling for measuring performance. Now, remember that all the governmental bodies, health center, educational center, institutions, all of them would need to measure the efficiency, we need to measure productivity, and so we need modeling in order to define how this measure will be defined. Now, obviously, in the case of we have simple resources to use and simple output, the measure can be defined as a ratio analysis. When we come with the complex cases like an institution which has got many different outputs, then we need various resources. Say, for example, in the banking, we have capital, we have employees that are working, we have equipments, all of this. And then the bank would serve the number of saving accounts, number of current account, mortgages, loans, etc. So we need to measure which of this bank is more efficient. When it comes to the institution or universities, we need to find out which university is more efficient. So we need to develop some performance indicator. Although there are many performance indicators already in public, but DEA can help us to find an integrated measure that can cover all the indicators together in one single indicator. That's why it's called data envelopment analysis. That's a model that is also started in 1978. Now we have about 50 years since the first model is developed.
Wow, that's interesting. Artificial intelligence is something that's percolating nearly everything now. What are your views on the way in which artificial intelligence is entering research? It's entering it in a huge way. So what are your views on AI?
I think that's quite correct. And AI these days is involving everybody. Now, in all institutions, all universities, public sector, private sector, even individual using AI. We see that ChatGPT, how ChatGPT is used every day these days. Now, many devices these days has got the IoT. That means, for example, if you use your fridge and your fridge has got the IoT, when you open your fridge, someone knows that you opened the fridge, someone knows that you closed the fridge. So all data is collected, and this data will be saved somewhere. Now, the cloud computing these days is very cheap compared with many years ago, and data, millions of billions of the record of data can easily be served on the cloud computer. Obviously, this produces a case of big data analytics. So that's at the moment is the top of the research. Many researchers working on big data, in order to analyze that such a data. I mean, especially because of the old devices. I mean, most of the new devices have got the data collections automatically.
Nice. India has recently made a lot of strides in research. How do you see the future of India in academic research in perspective of specifically the social science and scientific research?
I think you're quite right. India has expanded very much in academics. Yesterday, when I show in the keynote speech in my workshop, I showed the publication of the data environment analysis to all the countries, also China and US and UK on the top, but India is immediately after them in terms of the number of publications, quality, in terms of the indexes that the publications appear. I'm very glad to see so many young researchers in India. They're all looking for publication and expanding the knowledge. I can see that there is a very good future for India in this case.
Professor Emrouznejad, the last question that I want to ask you is about the hospitality and the arrangements that you saw here at BIMTech and your views on that.
Yeah. Well, at the beginning of this session, I said that I'm very thankful to the hospitality. Honestly, from the beginning when I arrived here at the airport, I feel home. Someone came to the airport to pick me up, to bring it here. Since then, I think I've got the feedback from other colleagues and invited speakers. They're all very happy. I'm really very thankful to the BIMTech for all the support they provided for me, for the keynote speaker, and for all other guests in the Data Environment Analysis Conference this year.
We are so thankful. And how are you finding the quality of the researchers and the presenters here who are presenting the sessions?
The session is continuously going ahead. I mean, there will be more papers to come, but the quality are very good. In fact, this year is the second time in the history of the Data Environment Analysis Conference that we will publish a book with Springer. Springer is one of the famous publishers, so a book out of this conference will be published, and that indicating that the quality of the conference is
absolutely. Coming to the end of the conversation, I once again extend my welcome. I hope you will definitely enjoy your stay here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks for the interaction.